Well, good morning, good morning. I'm Ryan, this is 780 Speed and Custom. Appreciate you guys stopping by the channel today. Last episode, swapped the transmission from a TH350 to a 4L60. Got my steering all figured out. Today, my plan is to kind of start dressing the engine, get the water pump on, figure out something for an alternator bracket, make sure the intake's going to work with the hood, see if I have to do anything there. You know, relocate some coils, maybe start on the wiring. There's tons to do. So I'm going to start on the front end, the accessories, radiator, plumbing, that kind of stuff. And we'll see where I get, see how much I get done, see if I run into any problems. But yeah, stick around. Hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so I'm going to get started with the water pump, the radiator, the plumbing for that. This car is manual steering, obviously. I don't think I'm going to put power steering in it. The rack, actually, the ratio feels good. So I'm going to leave everything the way that is. I don't want to use the factory truck alternator mount though. So I'll have to figure something else out there. A buddy of mine, Chris, kind of come up with a design for his Mustang that I'm probably going to copy, maybe modify a little bit. It actually works out pretty good. So I'll figure something out there. Yeah, get to it, I guess. So I just bought some reman stuff off of Rock Auto. Alternator, obviously. My water pump here. This is, I believe, like off of a 2005, or maybe even 8 Chevy. There's a couple of different designs, but I kind of like this one just because of the location of the inlet here. So I'll go ahead and get this bolted on. I've got new thermostat housing, thermostat, all that good stuff. So we'll get this mounted up and get the radiator in there, start figuring out what we can do for plumbing. We'll get started on that alternator. So get to it here. Okay, so that's got water pump and radiator installed. This was just a Amazon deal. It was like $200 straight from China, direct fit. Actually went in there nicely. Looks like it should work. I guess we'll see how well it cools when the time comes. A few of the fins are a little bent up, but minor details. Water pump's good to go. I've got random box of hoses up there I've taken off of vehicles over the years, so hopefully I can make some stuff work out of that tickle trunk to get that plumbed in, and then I'll start working on my alternator bracket, and then we can move on to intakes. So we'll keep going here. Well, I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with the alternator here. From factory, they kind of sit. Well, it would sit like that. But obviously, that isn't going to work with the hood situation. So I'm thinking I kind of want to mount it down here. Somewhere there, maybe. Nice and out of the way, nice and low. Maybe even a little closer if I can figure something out there. So probably what I'm going to do is just get a bolt, figure out how I can mount it to the cylinder head, and then figure out what I'm going to need for spacers and arms to make it fit here, and we'll go from there. So maybe get started on that. Yeah, something like that could work. Then if I came back to an arm, or had an arm from, say, from here to here or something. Something like that could definitely work. Probably just have to use a straight edge or something. Try and get the alignment close to the belt. I don't know. I'm going to have to engineer this. I'll be back. Okay. Well, I think I've got kind of a game plan figured out here. So I took straight edge, or I guess giant level. I've kind of figured out where this alternator needs to sit for the belts to line up. Kind of had to allow for different thicknesses of pulley here, but that's going to be pretty darn close. So then I took my caliper and just measured this gap, which is 48.39 mil, or 1.905 inches. So what I'll do is I'll build a bushing to go here, and then probably another bushing for the other side of the alternator and a bushing here, and then I'll just tie them together so that it's held here, and on the bottom whole thing should be solid. I think that'll work. Obviously the most important thing is that the belts line up and this doesn't have any deflection or move. So I think it's going to work. So I'll start by making this bushing, and then I'll try and figure out how I'm going to tie in the bottom. But I think I've got a game plan here that's going to work. So I'll give it a shot. So what I did is I took that measurement and just cut a piece of aluminum pipe here that I had into that length. Kind of adjusted the alternator to where I think I want it to sit and tighten it down, so obviously it's not going to move. The other bolt hole is down here on the other side of the alternator. So I think what I'll do is build 2 more bushings. Probably I'm going to come to this hole here in the head, so I'll build a bushing off of here, then come over to another bushing on this side, bolt through so it's held top and bottom, and then this should be solid enough. Shouldn't get any deflection. If I take my straight edge here, my level, but I'm using it as a straight edge, it looks like everything should line up good. It might be just a hair, like we're talking maybe a millimeter or two too far back, but I don't think that's going to cause an issue that far out. So I guess we'll see if I throw belts at all. But I do believe that's going to work for me. So I'll figure out these 2 bushings, make sure it's going to work, and then I can TIG that bracket together, and we should have the final product. Okay, so this is kind of what I came up with. I cut another bushing the same, well, 2 more bushings the same size. One to go against the block, another one for the other ear on the alternator. And then I've got this piece of aluminum pipe here. I kind of heated up and bent a bit. So the idea being I'll weld these together like that, which will support the alternator from underneath. Combination of the 2 bolts shouldn't go anywhere. Be nice and strong. So I will TIG this up now and see if it works. Well, it's all TIGged in. Welds aren't completely horrible, but not Instagram quality for sure. So I'm going to give it a quick polish, install it in the car, and show you what it looks like. And there you go. Custom alternator brackets done. Actually looks pretty good. And I mean, I can make it deflect a little bit, but I'm shaking the whole car when I do. So I think that's plenty strong enough. Belt's gonna line up. Should be golden. Radiator's in, water pump. Car's coming together. Okay, so obviously that's got most of the accessories done. Water pump, alternator, radiator's in. I didn't have hoses that are going to work. I can kind of get there close, but not quite. So I got to figure something out there. But I'm going to have to get a few more parts. I realized I don't have a gasket for the valley cover, so I got to get that before I can throw the intake on. And I obviously want to make sure that the truck intake still clears the hood. I'm not so sure anymore, having moved that motor forward. It kind of moved the front of the motor up, which I believe will be a problem. So I may have to put a shorter intake on. But yeah, lots to do. One thing at a time, just like any other builds. So I'm probably going to end this video here. If you stuck around this long, appreciate you guys watching. I'm Ryan. This is 780 Speed and Custom, tuning out.